Hello everyone, welcome back to Wayfarer Excursions. It's September of 2021 and we're gonna trace the very famous, very scenic, but not so very easy road trip to the Spiti Circuit. Well, reason for that uneasy comment on a drive, it's because we reached Kaza through a clockwise route, that is via Kunsum Pass. The itinerary is of 9 days and we're gonna trace 1600 plus kilometers. As we go, I'm gonna give you some pro tips. Well, actually, pro tips. So let's get started. Oh wait, here's the disclaimer. This video has been handcrafted and not some artificial intellect based. So let's jump right into the DY's itinerary.
Day 1, Delhi to Kasauli. As is the case, the first mandatory stop had to be Murthal, since it was already cloudy, and this is the part of the reason we didn't do any prior stay bookings. Day 2, Kasauli to Kullu via Sundarnagar and Mandi. Here onwards, the streak of getting up early began. Since it was peak of monsoon season, definitely some rain drives which comes with traffic as complimentary. After a long day on road, all you need is a stay like this one, courtesy to the always activated Aman who came across this on Go Ibibo. But yeah, there are plenty of these in a tourist hotspot like Kullu. Next morning, the local section of this newspaper was full of weather advisories. Day 3, Kullu to Koksar via Manali. Now, if you search Kullu to Kaza in Google Maps, it will tell you less than 6 hours. Well, that's a joke. Or to be more precise, lack of mountain terrain data mapping by the Google team.
Nevertheless, this brings me to my first pro tip. Never trust time of Google Maps whenever you are in the Himalayas.
As we were heading to Manali, the Beas River was at full flow. Landslide on the way halted the traffic, which allowed us to do some strolling around the area. Well, we kept on pushing towards Rohtang Pass and reached the Atal Tunnel, which was inaugurated in December of 2020 and is 9 kilometers long. The terrain would start changing as you're gonna start entering into the Lahore district. As the better half of Spiti awaiting us across the high Kunzum Pass, Lahore is marked by high mountains, massive glaciers, rivers and high passes. By the way, the name Lahore is derived from the Tibetan word Lo Yul, meaning country in the south. Though Koksar is no known town to many of us, it played a critical role in our itinerary due to a couple of reasons. The road was closed to Kaza that evening, and it is right before Koksar that we need to make any calls. Guys, no network coverage after this town. While we were soaking some of the late afternoon sun, Anunay took the opportunity to capture the valley through a drone. Of course, no known town means no stay options.
So either go back to some known place or consider this pro tip number 2. Try to carry a tent whenever you are planning a trip during a time when there can be road closures.
We pitched our tent onto a land of one of the shop owners, did some real stuff and called it a day. Day 4, Koksar to Losar. This is the most challenging yet the most fun section of this road trip. Yes, finally what we are crossing now is the Kunzum La or Kunzum Pass. It's been dubbed as the dangerous dirt track due to the fact that, as you can see, there is no asphalt or concrete, so it's technically not a road but dirt track, and secondly, this mountain pass is at an elevation of around 15,000 feet. However, we need to cross it with vehicle speed not exceeding 25 kilometers an hour, as it's the only motorable route connecting Lahore Valley on the western side of the pass with Spiti Valley on the eastern side. This road is at the mercy of Mother Nature. That is, one can witness landslide which closed it yesterday for us, and snowfall makes it non-accessible November through April. While we took the detour to Chandratal, we managed to forge couple of streams, but this stream right before Chandratal camping site is tricky. Even our Toyota Innova got stuck in here like this vehicle, and it happens mainly due to intense stream making the rocks lose the grip.
Here's the third pro tip. Whenever you see such streams on Kunzumla, stop, reverse, gain momentum to engage third gear and accelerate in one go. And on a side note, always carry a heavy duty strap with hoax.
Well, despite this, in case you get stuck, don't panic and walk less than a kilometer to Chandratal camping site and ask for help, as this is a very common issue of that stream. Additionally, you may not want to take risk on these roads with a low ground clearance vehicle. Chandratal, the lake of the moon, is near the source of the Chandra river, which makes the river Chenab. The name of the lake originates from its crescent shape and has a deep blue water body. It is at an elevation of around 14,000 feet. We had to rush as it was getting dark, and finally we entered the Spiti Valley. The road became slightly asphaltic as we were about to reach Losar. Somehow we managed to get some few minutes of network to make essential calls. Day 5. Losar to Kaza. It was a nice and sunny morning, and it was just 2 hours more to reach to Kaza. After so many hurdles, this typical Himalayan traffic jam was actually pleasing. Welcome to the majestic Spiti Valley. Meaning of Spiti is the middle land, so this is the middle land between Tibet and India. The Lahore and Spiti district constitute to 25% of Himachal Pradesh. Right now I'm somewhere in between Losar and Kaza, and our plan is to reach Kaza in next 1 hour. A mountainous cold desert freckled with green patches over a dry weather-beaten face, fascinating valleys, wind-swept landscapes and quiet villages. Religion plays a major role in everyday life in here, testified by the piles of mani stones, whitewashed curtains that house Buddhist relics, and prayer flags fluttering relentlessly in thin air. After offloading the luggage at this hostel in Kaza, we went straight to the landmark of this place, the Key Monastery. Perched on a volcanic-shaped hillock, Key Monastery is a collection of faintly lit rooms and a maze of dark corridors leading to different sections of the complex. Echoes of Omani Padme Hum, literally behold the jewel in the lotus, by all bring good fortune and prosperity to this distant land. The placidity of monastery and breathtaking view of Spiti River made us feel like, the 5 days journey to reach to this very place was totally worth every inch of it. Through a conversation with the local, we got to know about Tashigong.
अब जाएंगे यहाँ से किब्बर की इस तो पहले किब्बर की तरफ जाएंगे आप नहीं जाएंगे ना वहाँ से बोर्ड लगा होगा टशीगांग हाँ किब्बर पहुँचने से पहले ना और फिर राइट साइड में इसमें आप जाएंगे यहाँ बोर्ड लगा होगा टशीगांग फिर आप राइट साइड से फिर ये ऊपर वो टशीगांग तक गाँव रोड है
टाइम कितना लगेगा 2 घंटा
हाँ 2 घंटे तो
लगेगा ना
हाँ लग जाएगा.
Next stop was Hikkim village.
So we have reached to the world's highest post office. It's located at an altitude of 4,400 meters.
We even got a chance to talk with the postmaster.
15,000 के पोस्ट कार्ड आए और खत्म हो गए.
15,000 के आए ना 12,000 के बिक गए बाकी थोड़े रह गए.
And definitely posted some to the family members. Next, it's the drive to another major spot, the Chicham Bridge, the highest bridge in Asia and quite an astounding spectacle at that. The bridge is at a staggering height of 13,500 feet and connects the two villages named Shisham and Kibir. Look down this one and you'll find yourself gaping below at 1,000 feet deep gorge. The bridge cuts down the journey from Kibir to Losar by 40 kilometers, which translates to more than a couple of hours in this terrain. It was constructed over a course of 15 years and was inaugurated in 2017. We did go to Kibir Sanctuary but couldn't spot any snow leopard as they mostly get down during the peak winters. Day 6. Kaza to Tapri via Tabo. First things first, refill the fuel tank at Kaza as fuel stations and network is rare to find in this valley.
We all might never have heard of such huge 3-digit number after the abbreviation NH. Yes, I'm standing on NH 505. It's between Kaza and I'm going towards Tabo.
Tabo is a small and secluded village in the heart of Spiti with sprawling apple orchards in the middle of a cold desert. So if you're doing the Spiti circuit clockwise like we did, Tabo is the place from where the greenery starts. So we have reached to the famous Keu monastery. They say there is a 500 years old mummy in here and its nails are still growing. So I've bought a nail cutter and let's do it. Here's a quick official history of the mummy. Not just nails, even the teeth are still intact, as this is not a skull but a mummy. Well, the sun was setting in and we had to halt at an unplanned place named Tapri in Kinnaur district. Day 7. Tapri to Chitkul. Now, if you take a 2-kilometer detour from the tourist town of Sangla, located on the foot of Kinnar Kailash, there is a fort called as Kamru. Park the vehicle in the village and do around a kilometer hike with some gorgeous views of Sangla Valley. And this village indeed had a distinct vibe. This place is known for the tower-like fort at its highest point, which was made by Lord Badrinath thousands of years ago. Inside the fort there are about 33 types of gods and goddesses. It was sort of a mixed feeling to compare the beauty of barren mountains we witnessed in our past 2 days with the ones that remain evergreen. This brings me to my final but subtle pro tip. Perhaps bringing the word comparison to beauty, and that too of mountains, is in itself a very wrong statement. So just don't bring this thought to your ever-expanding mindset. Having said that, let's dive into the last village of Baspa Valley and the last village on the old Indo-Tibet trade route, the Chitkul. Other fact is, according to a recent study done by Center of Atmospheric Sciences at IIT Delhi, Chitkul has the cleanest air in India. What's the AQI? Please let me in the comments below. If you're gonna search what is the best time to visit this village, yeah, we visited this place in September and that's the answer. Perhaps the only thing we did right in this trip, considering the weather we got in initial days, remember? And you can see it for a reason. This is the time when the entire Chitkul comes to life, else most of the time it's covered with snow. With all the colorful blossoms surrounding the area, the place looks extremely gorgeous. As we have been doing throughout this trip, we tried our hand in Zostel, but it was booked. However, we did get this amazing campsite couple of kilometers before Chitkul in a village called Raksham. We undoubtedly had a relaxing, rejuvenating and Rakshan time beside the bank of Baspa river. Day 8. Chitkul to Kasauli. The route via Narkhanda and Shimla would complete the Spiti circuit. This is the route that most of the family-oriented vehicles take if they want to visit Kaza, as the roads are better paved, less risky, rather comfortable and remain open across the year. But if you're planning this trip in summer or fall season, have watched this video till here and still with me, ask your inner self. Really? Does this road deserve to be the out and back for your Spiti trip, or even the first half of your Spiti trip? Day 9. Kasauli to Delhi. If the answer is no, I would leave you with some more exclusive footages of Kunzum Pass. Please leave your comments for any queries, suggestions or even corrections. As I said, this video is handcrafted and not AI based. So please like, share and subscribe. Keep traveling, keep learning.